Welcome back to Headlines. I'm Wes Austin, and these are today's top stories. First, Jimmy Kimmel seems to be encouraging people to vandalize Tesla vehicles. We have the clip so you can judge. Finally, a bold stand against the real enemy of democracy, suburban families trying to save money on gas. Then, Chuck Schumer went on The View to mock hardworking Americans for wanting to keep the money they earn. Schumer was having such a train wreck that they had to cut to commercial, not because they were offended, but because they didn't want viewers to see Whoopi Goldberg body slam Schumer to get him to stop talking. Meanwhile, Nancy Pelosi just threw Chuck Schumer under the bus for working with Republicans to avoid a government shutdown. Imagine getting scolded by Pelosi for not playing political games. That's like getting yelled at by a used car salesman for being too honest. And finally, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz says that Republicans are terrified of his masculinity, and he insists that he could beat up Trump supporters. Big words from a guy whose toughest fight is deciding between almond milk and soy in his latte. Okay, let's dive in. Jimmy Kimmel seems to be encouraging the vandalism of Tesla vehicles.
People have been vandalizing Tesla vehicles, new Tesla vehicles. Please don't vandalize. Don't ever vandalize Tesla vehicles. And so
Jimmy is so brave, taking on those dangerous Tesla Model 3 owners driving their kids to soccer practice. Jimmy, I'm not sure encouraging vandalism is the answer. Wouldn't it be more productive if you just started crying again? Maybe this time about your testosterone levels. Chuck Schumer starred in a campaign ad for Republicans at no charge. Here he is on The View making fun of Americans who wanted to keep more of the money they make.
You know what their attitude is? I made my money all by myself. How dare your government take my money from me? I don't want to pay taxes. Or, I built my company with my bare hands. How dare your government tell me how I should treat my customers, the land and water that I own, or my employees. They hate government. Government's a barrier to people.
Did you see that? It was so bad that even Whoopi Goldberg was trying to shut him up. When you've lost Whoopi, the only audience you have left is MSNBC interns. I'd say Schumer just endorsed socialism on national television, which probably doesn't help him keep his job as Senate Minority Leader. But if he does get pushed out, he'll have no problem getting a position as an economic advisor to Venezuela. In a rare moment of Democratic Party cannibalism, Nancy Pelosi just threw Chuck Schumer under the bus for committing the cardinal sin of doing what's best for the country. During a press conference in the cesspool, that is San Francisco, Nancy Pelosi criticized Chuck Schumer for voting with Republicans last week to avoid a government shutdown.
I myself don't give away anything for nothing. And I think that's what happened the other day. We could have, in my view, perhaps gotten them to agree to a third way. They may not have agreed to it, but at least the public would have seen they're not agreeing to it. And then they would have been shutting government down.
Pelosi's mad at Schumer for preventing a government shutdown. That's like being angry at someone for stopping your house from burning down because you wanted to blame your neighbor for the fire. Schumer accidentally committed the ultimate Democratic sin, solving a problem instead of campaigning on it for the next decade. Tim Walz went on Gavin Newsom's podcast to discuss his hopes for the future of the Democratic Party.
But their whole thing was that they spent all their time, these guys, on Fox News, that Walz is gay, he's not masculine, you know.
Okay, moving on. What are your thoughts on the current political climate, Tim?
It just baffled me how much time they spent trying to attack me that I wasn't masculine enough in their vision.
Look, Tim, it's all right. It's called low T. Talk to your doctor.
I think I could kick most of their ass. I do think that if they wanted to. I know I can outrun them.
You could kick most of their butt, so you'll only kick their right cheek, because the left one is your favorite. Thanks for watching Headlines. I'm Wes Austin. Good night.